Best and worst time to visit South Korea. I lived in Korea for 8 years and I've learned the hard way when it's the best and worst time to visit this beautiful country. Weather can be quite extreme here, so it can totally ruin your well-planned dream trip. If you are planning a trip to Korea, let me help you to make the most out of it. In this video, I will share the worst times to visit, the best times to visit, and some insider tips on how to avoid crowds when to start planning your trip and how to save money. Want to know the best month for cherry blossoms or when to witness the stunning autumn foliage? Keep watching to find out. In recent years, South Korea has seen a surge in visitors, partly due to the Korean wave. K-pop, K-drama, and Korean food are making the K-brand internationally recognized. Lots of people look for an opportunity to experience Korea in person, to try out the local Korean food, visit locations from their favorite Korean dramas, get some K-beauty treatments and products, or visit K-pop concerts. Let's start with the basics, when it's not a good idea to visit South Korea. Traveling to South Korea can be an amazing experience, but some periods can make your trip less enjoyable due to the high expenses, the large crowds, and limited availability of accommodations. Weather can be a bit extreme and unpredictable, so planning with that in mind is really important. Here are the times that you might want to avoid. July and August are peak summer vacation months for students in South Korea and also coincide with the monsoon season. Monsoon season brings heavy and frequent rains, sometimes leading to flooding and travel disruptions. Weather is unpredictable and it can rain or drizzle for days. The combination of summer vacation and monsoon season makes July and August less than ideal for travel. The weather is hot and humid, making sightseeing uncomfortable. Frequent rains can disrupt your plans, and the increased number of domestic tourists make attractions and accommodations crowded and expensive. Expect to pay higher prices for flights and struggle to find available hotel rooms. Korean summer vacation typically runs from late July to mid-August, while the monsoon season generally spans from late June to late July. Hey beautiful, I'm in Jeonju. It's so beautiful over here. It's really nice, rainy day, which means not too many tourists, which makes it really good for exploring and doing the stuff that you usually cannot do because it's too crowded. So let's go check it out. It's raining so much. Guys, the best experience, I'm telling you. So good. I'm probably wet dog. If that's the only time you can afford to travel, consider the following. Schedule outdoor activities for early in the morning to escape the midday heat. This way, you can enjoy cooler temperatures and avoid the hottest part of the day. Afternoons can be reserved for indoor activities where you can stay cool and comfortable. Prepare for rainy or extremely hot days by having a list of indoor activities. Seoul offers a plethora of options including museums, galleries, and coffee shops. You can explore the National Museum of Korea, visit the contemporary exhibitions at the Seoul Museum of Arts, or relax in one of the many charming cafes in areas like Hongdae and Gangnam. Shopping malls like COEX Mall and Lotte World Mall offer great shopping opportunities, but also house entertainment facilities, aquariums, and movie theaters. Indoor markets such as Gwangjang Market offer local food experiences and unique shopping opportunities in a sheltered environment. Many historical sites in Seoul have extensive indoor exhibitions. Gyeongbokgung Palace, for example, has the National Palace Museum and the National Folk Museum within its grounds, where you can learn about Korean history and culture in air-conditioned comfort. Lotte World is one of the largest indoor amusement parks in the world. It offers rides, an ice skating ring, and various shows, providing a fun escape from the heat or rain. These are often held indoors and provide a cultural experience while keeping you out of the elements. Korean jjimjilbangs are a great way to relax and rejuvenate. Places like Aquafield Goyang offer a variety of saunas, pools, and relaxation areas to escape the heat and enjoy some downtime. Chuseok, usually in September or October, is a major holiday. Koreans travel to their hometowns, causing traffic jams and packed trains. Prices for flights and hotels can skyrocket. It's almost impossible to book KTX bullet train tickets or even express bus tickets for trips outside of Seoul. Major cities like Seoul can become deserted, but transportation hubs are extremely busy. Another inconvenience during this period is that lots of restaurants and other privately owned venues do not work, so it can be challenging to even eat out in certain areas. Flights, trains, and buses are fully booked well in advance, and prices for any available seats soar. In recent days, many Koreans have decided to combine the Chuseok holiday with a couple of days off and travel abroad, leading to a rise in the airfare prices during this period. Don't be surprised that you have to pay extra if you want to be in Korea during this period. If you have to travel during this period of time, the best you can do is to stay in Seoul. Due to the fact that most people travel out of the city to meet their parents or grandparents, the city feels almost empty. This also means that some attractions can be less populated with locals and more pleasant for taking photos and exploring. One of my favorite times to visit Dokseongguk Palace is in the early afternoon. There's basically nobody, and it's amazing to have the whole palace just for you. The festive season from late December to early January is busy and expensive. This period sees an influx of both domestic and international tourists. Koreans tend to use this holiday to escape to Europe or to hotter destinations. Plus, winter in Korea can be very cold, which might not be ideal for everyone. Popular destinations are crowded and prices for hotels and transportation surge. The winter weather can be harsh with cold temperatures and snow, which might not be ideal for all travelers. On a side note, Seoul is magically decorated during the Christmas period, but predominantly in private shopping venues like shopping malls. In recent years, the city of Seoul has organized big Christmas markets at Gwanghwamun Square, but staying out for prolonged periods during that time is not a pleasant experience. Often, the temperatures are below zero. Christmas is mostly celebrated in a family setting or as a dating opportunity for the younger population. On New Year's Eve, there is a public celebration, but in general, that time of the year is not as exciting and widely celebrated as in Europe or America, for example. Labor Day and Children's Day are significant holidays in South Korea. Labor Day is a public holiday celebrating workers' contributions, while Children's Day is dedicated to celebrating and providing fun activities for children. Another time that might be slightly uncomfortable for traveling is late April and early May. During this period, many Koreans take advantage of the holidays to travel domestically or spend time out with their families. Popular tourist spots become extremely crowded, making it hard to enjoy the sights. Accommodations fill up quickly and prices for hotels and transportation services skyrocket. It becomes difficult to book convenient train, bus, and plane tickets. Labor Day, May 1st, celebrates workers' contributions, while Children's Day, May 5th, is dedicated to celebrating and providing fun activities for children. Do you find this information useful? If so, leave a comment and let me know if you have any questions related to choosing the best time to travel to Korea. Traveling to South Korea can be an incredible experience, especially if you choose the right time to visit. Here are the best time to plan your trip, considering factors like weather, crowd levels, and overall cost. Spring in South Korea is truly magical. Visiting during the cherry blossom season allows you to experience South Korea's natural beauty in its peak. The weather is mild, making it comfortable for outdoor activities. The highlight of this season is the cherry blossom bloom, which attracts fewer tourists than Japan, but certain areas can be very crowded with local travelers. Cherry blossom season is a beautiful time in South Korea, and there are many places that you can visit to enjoy the beauty of the spring in stunning light pink colors. This period is celebrated with various festivals and events, making it a vibrant and exciting time to visit. Festivals like the Jinhae Cherry Blossom Festival, Yeouido Cherry Blossom Festival, and many others offer cultural performances, parades, and a chance to walk under the tunnels of cherry blossoms. Cherry blossoms typically bloom from late March to early April, with the peak bloom usually occurring at the first week of April. One big disadvantage of visiting South Korea during the spring can be the air pollution. The levels of air pollution are extremely high during this season, and you will often see many Korean people wearing facial masks to protect themselves. Okay guys, this is the big pavilion, cherry blossom behind me. Look at this, so amazing. Finally I made it to the cherry blossom at Gyeongbokgung Palace. Autumn in South Korea offers pleasant temperatures and stunning fall foliage. This is a great time for hiking and outdoor activities. Hotel prices and airfare are more affordable, and you can enjoy the beautiful landscapes without the summer heat. Autumn foliage in South Korea transforms the landscape, and the colors of the trees here are so saturated and beautiful. This season is ideal for exploring national parks, temples, and scenic spots to experience the outstanding beauty of the autumn foliage. The autumn season provides perfect weather for exploring South Korea's outdoor attractions. National parks like Soroksan, Garden of Morning Calm, and Nami Island are particularly beautiful during this time. There will be crowds at popular foliage spots, but the foliage is everywhere, and you don't have to look long to be mesmerized. Fall is the season of the local festival, so that's another opportunity to experience Korean culture. The autumn foliage usually occurs from late September and peaks at the end of October, sometimes the first week of November. November is a fantastic time to visit South Korea if you prefer cooler weather and fewer tourists. The post-autumn peak period means that major tourist attractions are less crowded and you can find better deals for flights and accommodation. November marks the transition from autumn to winter in South Korea. While the vibrant autumn foliage begins to wane, the weather remains cool and comfortable for sightseeing and cultural experiences. Visiting in November allows you to enjoy South Korea's attractions without the peak season rush. It is a great time for cultural experiences such as historical sites, museums, and local markets. The cooler weather is perfect for walking tours and outdoor activities. Additionally, the reduced number of tourists means that you can take advantage of the lower prices of hotels and transportation. Towards the end of November, it could become uncomfortably cold, so have that in mind. I'm at Daejangsa Temple here at Daejangsan Mountain, and it's really beautiful, especially during the fall season. Unfortunately, their main building was burned down this year and was put on fire by a monk, and right now they're fundraising to rebuild it, but nevertheless, it's an amazing temple that you should come visit. Now that you know the best time to visit South Korea, here are a couple of tips to consider when preparing for your dream trip to Korea. Planning your trip to South Korea well in advance is crucial to ensure a smooth and enjoyable experience. Ideally, you should start your preparations 6 to 12 months before your intended travel date. Begin on researching and deciding on your travel dates, keeping in mind the best times to visit and any specific festivals or events you want to experience. Look for flight deals and book your international flights early to secure the best prices and availability. Always check for local holidays before booking your flights. You don't want to be stuck in Seoul and not be able to visit places that you put on the map. Around 3 to 6 months before your trip, it's time to book your accommodations, especially if you plan to travel during peak seasons like cherry blossom and autumn foliage. Make sure to apply for any necessary visas or travel documents during this period to avoid last-minute hassle. Additionally, research and book major attractions or tours that require advance reservations, ensuring you don't miss out on must-see sites. As your departure dates approaches, about 1 to 3 months before, finalize your itinerary and daily plans. Arrange local transportation such as rent-a-cars or train passes to make getting around South Korea easier. Rent-a-car is affordable in South Korea, but during peak seasons there will be less availability. Booking in advance will guarantee that you will get what you want. In the last 2 to 4 weeks before your trip, purchase travel insurance to cover any unexpected events or emergencies. Exchange currency or get a travel money card to avoid higher fees and ensure you have local currency upon arrival. Yeah, I'm out finally, and if you happen not to have cash, you can exchange money here. You need it to top up your T-Money card. You can buy T-Money card from 7-Eleven, any convenience shop. You can buy the actual card with your credit card or debit card, but you cannot top up with credit or debit card, so you need a little bit of cash. So do this first off. Start preparing packing list and begin packing essentials to avoid any last-minute stress. Finally, in the week leading up to your trip, confirm all your reservations and bookings to ensure everything is in order. Download useful travel apps and offline maps to help you navigate and find information easily while in South Korea. Don't forget to notify your bank for your travel plans to avoid any issues with your cards while abroad. Check the weather forecast for the next 10 days and see if you have the right set of clothes for the weather expected in South Korea. By following these steps, you will be well prepared for an amazing trip to South Korea. When planning your trip to South Korea, one of the key decisions you need to make is whether to organize the trip yourself or join a group tour. Each option has its own advantages and disadvantages depending on your preference and travel style. A self-organized trip offers complete flexibility, allowing you to create an itinerary that perfectly matches your interests and pace. You can choose where to go, how long to stay, and what to see and do without adhering to a fixed schedule. This freedom is ideal for seasoned travelers who enjoy spontaneous changes and exploring off-the-beaten-path locations. However, planning everything yourself requires significant research and effort. You will need to arrange transportation, accommodations, and activities on your own, which can be time-consuming. Additionally, navigating language barriers and unfamiliar logistics might pose challenges, especially if you are visiting South Korea for the first time. On the other hand, joining a group tour provides a structured and hassle-free travel experience. Tours typically come with pre-planned itineraries, knowledgeable guides, and arranged transportation and accommodation, saving you the time and effort of planning. This option is perfect for first-time visitors or those who prefer a more relaxed and guided experience. Beautiful people, this is our first day of Real Korea trip, and we're having a tour to Gyeongbokgung Palace Dress in Hamburg. BTS. Group tours often provide access to group rates, which can offer cost savings on various services and attractions. Beautiful people, we're touring Gyeongbokgung Palace today with Real Korea Tour. It's a beautiful day, as you can see. Sun is shining. We're dressed in hanboks. Look at this. Girls are really beautiful today. So let's go explore. However, the downside is less flexibility. You will need to follow the group schedule, which might limit your ability to explore independently or spend more time at places that interest you. Choosing a group tour is especially beneficial if you want to learn more about Korean culture and history through the insights of an experienced guide. It is also a convenient choice if you don't have the time or desire to plan all the details yourself. My friend Jay and I are organizing group tours to Korea several times a year. During the last couple of years, hundreds of travelers have joined our tours to explore Korea the way Jay and I do. We will cover the basic attractions, but we'll provide a deep dive into the Korean culture, an opportunity to meet and learn from local guides with years of experience and interesting personal stories, try the best Korean food that we can offer, and at the same time make meaningful connections with fellow travelers. Guys, finally the weather is nice and I have all the girls here following me. I'm going to be the tour guide today. Hopefully I can perform well and don't tell lies. Oh my god, funny. We've seen lasting friendships spring out of our tours, and that's a true validation for our efforts to showcase Korea in the best possible way. If you're interested in checking out our group tours, have a look for the link in the description of the video or send me a DM on Instagram. Leave a comment or send a message on Instagram if you are interested to learn more about our upcoming Korea trips. In summary, whether you choose a self-organized trip or a group tour depends on your travel style and what you want to get out of your visit to South Korea. Both options can provide a wonderful experience, so choose the one that best fits your needs. To make the most out of your trip to South Korea and enjoy a more relaxed and comfortable experience, here are some tips to help you avoid the crowds. First, consider choosing less popular destinations. South Korea is full of hidden gems beyond the obvious choices for Seoul and Busan. Places like Jeonju, known for its traditional Hanok village, offers a rich cultural experience without the heavy tourist traffic. Hey beautiful people, it's Jeonju! Look at this beautiful weather. Oh my god, it was supposed to rain, but I'm so happy with this. I can take the sun. I'm not complaining. It's just fine. Gyeongju, the ancient capital of Shilla Kingdom, is filled with historical sites and offers a quieter, more immersive experience. Exploring these less-known areas can provide a unique and peaceful trip. Next, try to travel during off-peak hours. Popular attractions can be significantly less crowded early in the morning or late in the evening. By visiting major sites like Gyeongbokgung Palace or the bustling streets of Myeongdong outside of the peak times, you will have a more enjoyable experience. This strategy allows you to take in the sights without the pressure of large crowds and long lines. Consider exploring cities and tourist spots on foot or by bicycle. Many areas in South Korea are pedestrian-friendly, and renting a bike can be a fun and eco-friendly way to get around. This approach helps you avoid crowded public transportation and gives you the freedom to explore at your own pace. Walking or cycling also allows you to discover hidden spots that you might miss when using more conventional transport methods. Lastly, consider visiting rural areas. South Korea's countryside offers beautiful landscapes and unique cultural experiences with far fewer tourists. Regions like Bosong, famous for its tea fields, or Andong, known for its traditional villages, provides a serene and authentic look at Korean life. These areas often have less tourist infrastructure, but the tranquility and beauty make it well worth the visit. So there you have it, the best and the worst times to visit South Korea, plus some great tips to make your trip enjoyable. Plan carefully and you will have an amazing time. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and like this video. Thanks for watching and see you in the next one.